Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. Today I'm at Lowe's and I have not been here in a while, but I need a few things. I ran out of worm castings, which I think I got the last time I went shopping here with y'all, so I need more. I used them up really quickly, and I'm gonna look at maybe some more sphagnum moss because I have been going through that quickly lately as well, because I've sold quite a few plants in the last month or two. So just kind of looking to replenish my stock on a couple of things, and we're gonna see what kind of plants they have. It's really hit or miss here at Lowe's. I feel like they either have just gotten in a new shipment and everything looks really good, or everything looks half dead. So we'll see. This is a smaller town, kind of a more rural area, so houseplant scene isn't really as prevalent. In case I didn't mention it, we're at the Lowe's in Killeen, Texas, so let's just go ahead and see what they got. I always love taking a look at what they have out front of the garden center before I head inside. If you know anything about merchandising, they always put their newest and best looking stock out front, and I agree, this is looking pretty good today. They had some beautiful lantanas, and then of course vincas. If you've been watching for a while, you know I am absolutely obsessed with vincas. They have a lot of different colors. Some of the flowers look maybe a little bit sunburnt because I think this was a new shipment, but either way, we'll go ahead and head inside. I love these cute little squirrel air plant holders, but unfortunately they're usually glued inside. These pots were super cute. And then they were watering, but I wanted to show off some really cool trending tropicals. They had these beautiful variegated peace lilies that I have not seen in a big box store before. So it was cool to see. They also had some geogenanthus, some Baltic blue pothos, and of course the lemon meringue, I guess. But I mean, honestly, it kind of just looks like a highly variegated global green, so I don't know. The verdict is still out on that one as far as I'm concerned. And then they had some really thirsty plants over here, so good thing they were watering. This syngonium hanging basket looked nice. It had a few dead leaves, but if you just gave it a good trim, it would look really beautiful, and it's overall pretty healthy. It was for $15.98. I believe they were about to water it, so I wanted to put it back quickly. They had cute purple waffle. I think those are the variegated ones. Yeah, variegated purple waffle in the little wick and grow pots, and this one is kind of cool. I never really remember what it's called. They call it Pan Am. I'm sure that is not a scientific name whatsoever. I just kind of love the color of the foliage. Over here, they had some really neat orchids. Their roots on these were insane. One thing about the big box stores in Texas that I've noticed that are different from the north where I used to live is that they do carry some different kinds of plants, and one of the things that they carry that I wasn't really used to seeing are these really fancy orchids. It says that they're a low light plant. I don't really believe that, but you know, probably just don't like direct sunlight. Moving on, we have some of the urban jungle pots for $13.98. Here was an alocasia. And these were really cool pots. These really tall ones, $18.98. I really like the look of it with a trailing plant such as a pothos like this. This one looked to be an enjoy, which was nice. And some more trending tropicals. This is the schismatoglottis. It's a newer trending tropical, a little bit harder to find. I think it's absolutely stunning, but I don't really know how to care for it, so I haven't bought one. Here they have a philodendron rojo Congo, and that was $22.98. It's in a bigger 6-inch pot, looking overall pretty healthy. Some creepy bromeliads. That's kind of a weird flower, not gonna lie. And just some more urban jungle pots. These ficus I've kind of seen out for a while. Don't know if that's new or if these pots are new or anything. This syngonium was looking really healthy. And these are a newer style of hanging pots. They were $16.98, filled with a bunch of pothos. And they had some fall mums that they just got in. Over here, I wanted to point out some sad Birkins and some philodendron pink princess. These were the leftovers, I guess, because they have almost no pink, and I really doubt anybody's gonna buy them, unfortunately. They are looking to be in pretty rough shape, so we're gonna just move on from that into some of the bigger houseplants. I've always wanted to get one of these Thaumatophyllum. They used to be called Philodendron Celoum. They are $22.98, but I do really want one day. I really want it for my front porch. This Dieffenbachia is really cool. I love the silvery textured foliage. It's kind of more unique than Dieffenbachia that I've seen in the past. And they had some palms and some wick and grow pots, as well as the Lucky Bamboo, quite a lot of that. It seems to sell really well at this Lowe's in Killeen, and some more of the wick and grow pots. I was about to leave, but then I noticed this in the corner. The one lonely Hoya that was here. This is the species Affinity Burtoniae, and it is looking so beautiful and so healthy. They're calling it a Bilobata, but Bilobata does not look like this. So this is species Affinity Burtoniae, and it looks gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, and I was really tempted to take this one home, but I don't really have room for a giant hanging basket right now. But man, it was gorgeous. I put it out front, so hopefully someone else would take it home. Outside here in Texas, we do have a lot of things that would be considered houseplants, like this Stromanthe Trio Star. Just because the weather is a lot nicer here, a lot of the typical tropical houseplants you can find outside. They have these beautiful shell gingers for $12.98, looking really big and healthy, unlike mine, so I felt a little bit embarrassed to see that. And then they had these really cute banana plants. I've always wanted to grow a banana, but I've heard that it takes a couple years at least to get actual banana fruit out of your plant. And I just don't think I'm going to live here that long. So I will admire them from afar. But moving on, there are some really big, really nice Alocasia odora. This leaf was a little banged up, but overall the plant was pretty healthy. They had a few others. And then these even bigger shell ginger, which just put mine to shame. Kind of thinking about maybe buying these and replacing mine. They were $22.98 for the really big, really full pots. The variegation was absolutely gorgeous, and I just can't help but admire this plant every time I see it. They also had these really weird ginger flowers. I don't know, I thought it was so cool, like weird in a cool way. It's called a torch ginger, and it does really look like a tiki torch that is on fire. I don't know, I just love it. I couldn't stop looking at them. I love the bright pink, the bright red. The foliage wasn't bad either. And there are quite a few different types of ginger and ginger flowers out there, so it's just kind of cool to stumble across the different ones from time to time. They're not really the most common plant in the big box stores, but it's still really nice to see. And back here, I noticed as I was looking at the gingers were these false bird of paradise. They're pretty cool for $19.98. I don't know if they're easier to grow or anything, but the flowers do look really similar. I just wanted to highlight that really quickly. And before we go, I have to grab the things that I actually came here for. So first up is the earthworm castings. I do wish they had bigger bags. And quickly next, we have the orchid moss. All right, I am back. Got my worm castings and my orchid moss. I'm just heading back into the house because I was in my husband's car today. I didn't really want to film an outro while he was in the car with me, so y'all get to see my garage. But I wanted to say thank you so much for coming along with me. If you liked this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything on the channel. Thank you again for watching so much, and we'll catch you in the next one.